Alright, this is spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Citizen Kane edition. I'm Real Keith Dirty. This is Joe.
Joey Corks.
We got chord-based light changes here. The only movie review show with chord-based light changes. But we won't be doing that right now. Right now we're talking Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane. They say the greatest film ever. What do you think?
I can see where that review comes from. Yeah, people are saying this is one of the best American films ever made. I'm not fully convinced.
I would say Jackass 2, personally. Number 2. Jackass Number 2. But Citizen Kane, very good film.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how good it was. We were about to do the podcast before we were even recording.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about this epic scene, which we'll watch on this show coming up. We're doing big things here. So let's start watching the preview. If you don't know Citizen Kane, maybe you should be watching some other stuff before you watch this podcast episode. Because this is spoiler alert. We are gonna give away important plot points. It's the name of the show. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
You've been warned.
You've been warned, exactly. And, we might have a trivia segment later.
Trivia.
Yeah. So we'll
some
see.
prizes.
Some surprises, exactly. All right, let's watch the preview for Citizen Kane.
Lights! Give me a mic. Thank you.
It's in black and white.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen?
So,
This is Orson Wells. I'm speaking for the Mercury Theater.
Would be the
so
best.
I have a question here. Was Orson Welles the actor when Citizen Kane was young and old?
Yeah.
He was the same actor?
Yeah, throughout the whole thing, except when he was like a little kid.
Yeah. Orson Welles is a really good actor.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about him because I think this is the first Orson Welles movie I've ever seen.
I think so too. I've heard the name,
Yeah.
but I mean, I was watching that guy. I'm like, wait, is this the same guy? He plays the old guy really well.
Yeah. And the young dude.
Yeah. Well, he
phases.
is young.
He's young when he made
he's
it.
in his 20s when he made it.
I saw an interview with him, and he looked like the older version of himself.
I think when it came out. You know what? That's a good question for our producer. Let's ask our producer, the Pod Claude. Hey, how old was Orson Welles?
Orson Welles was 25.
25. He was 25
Orson
years old.
Welles was 25 years old when Citizen Kane released in 1941. He was born May 6th.
This guy was ahead of his time.
1915.
Yeah.
Thank you, producer.
Wait, he produced it too? Orson Welles?
Oh, no, he wrote it.
Wait, Orson Welles wrote it?
He wrote it, he directed, and he starred.
Oh my God.
He wrote it with a guy named Herman J. Mankiewicz.
Wow.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
I didn't know he wrote it.
Yeah.
Wait, and he directed it?
Yeah.
Dude, he was 25.
This guy was way ahead of his time.
Hey, check that out. Is that true, Pod Claude? Is that true that Orson Welles wrote and directed Citizen Kane?
Fact check.
Fact check.
Confirmed. Orson Welles directed, produced, and starred in Citizen Kane, and co-wrote the screenplay with Herman J.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Mankiewicz.
That's nuts. I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So when people say it's the greatest film ever, they're also taking into account this one guy made it.
Yeah, who I still don't really know anything about.
I don't know any of his other movies.
Yeah, so when I was I was taking a film school class in years ago, and Orson Welles came up, or this movie came up, and I never thought anything of it because I wasn't into classical movies. But yeah, dude, this guy seems like someone I definitely need to tap into.
Yeah. Should we keep watching the trailer?
Yeah, let's watch the trailer.
Yeah, let's keep watching the trailer.
Supposed to advertise.
I really want to
about
go
this
into that one scene. Like, before we started the show, me and Joe were just talking about like Joe was like, "Oh yeah, this is like one of my favorite scenes." I had already queued up the scene before we even talked about. So we're gonna watch that scene next.
Picture. Citizen Kane is the title, and we hope it can correctly be called a coming attraction. It's certainly coming to this theater, and I think our Mercury actors make it an attraction. I'd like you to meet them. Speaking of attractions, well, the chorus girls are certainly an attraction.
This has nothing to do with the
frankly,
movie.
ladies and gentlemen,
None of
we're
this was
just
in the
showing you
movie.
the chorus girls for purposes of ballet.
Is that how they advertised
Pretty
movies
nice
back then?
ballet.
Like,
But here's some of our real Mercury people. This is the first time you've seen most of them on the screen. Hey, give
Kind
Joe a
of is
little
like
light.
similar to the beginning
Thanks.
of
Now smile for
Citizen
the
Kane
folks,
itself.
Smile.
oh,
Remember?
Joseph
There was like
Cox.
parts
Gentlemen,
where it's
that's
like,
it.
wait, is the whole
Joseph
movie going to
Cox.
be
I
like
think
this?
you're going to
Right,
see a lot
right,
of-
And then they were like,
Here's Ruth Warwick, whom
they
I
phased
know
it
you
into
love.
they
the
phased
actual
out,
movie.
and then it was like they were
There's the
watching it
camera.
and
yeah,
the
it was
thing.
like a
We
gimmicky
caught
thing.
Ruth with her hair up.
Well,
Which
it's
I
only
thought-
hack
also thought
now.
was genius.
I bet back then it wasn't. That concept wasn't hack.
But it's almost like they realized
Yeah,
that, and
no.
they were like pointing fun at
Yeah.
their own time. which is
Yes.
pretty genius.
Yeah, dude. But what I'm talking about, like now when we watch stuff, we're kind of used to that zoom out where it's like, hey, this is the intro to the movie, but now we zoom out and it's like people like that Tropic Thunder or any,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
Hollywood-
probably why this movie, people say it's the best American
Be-
movie, because it
because
does do stuff like that. It's kind of like,
back then that was nobody else probably did on that.
yeah, a bunch of things, like the way it was shot, everything was just ahead of its time. Because you watch, like, this movie was made in 1941, and if you put it up against like other movies from 1941, it's like, dang, this thing could have came out a year ago. If it was
Right.
in color or whatever, like modern actors. But yeah, this thing was ahead of its time, I think.
I know, man. That's my one criticism. They should have made it in color because it would have. like, yeah.
I don't think they could back then.
Yeah, but
You're saying
85
now?
years later,
Yeah, I'm surprised that they haven't
I mean,
done
call Peter Jackson up. You know what I mean?
that. Or AI can just take care of it now, probably.
No, we don't want to. We want, Peter Jackson did the Beatles.
Oh, yeah?
Like that Beatles shit was all like black and white,
Mm.
and then Peter Jackson made it all in color. I think a Citizen Kane in color would be cool.
It would
Maybe.
be awesome.
Right?
Yeah, it would be beautiful.
Put it in IMAX
They
in
probably
color.
do have that option somewhere.
I know they show that. I bet we could do it with AI. But like, they should have done it in like. All right.
Well, maybe do you want to see if this trailer is the actual trailer?
Well, yeah,
I
this
don't know
was
what
the
this
trailer.
Somebody
This
you've
is
all heard on
the
radio,
official
so I don't have
trailer
to
in
tell you which one.
1941.
Oh, Ray.
There's a trailer for the 85th anniversary. We can watch that.
Yeah, maybe that one.
Yeah, let's watch the.
Or okay, I'm gonna give a little synopsis too. So yeah,
This is a
Citizen-
75th anniversary trailer.
75th anniversary.
This is 10 years ago. This was.
Enough to tell us what a man
Yeah,
did.
so
Oh.
Keith watched this.
Should we watch the trailer while you're saying?
Yeah. Is there? Yeah, it seems more like a modern trailer.
I kind of like this trailer better. That's the most influential movie ever.
If I hadn't been very rich, I might have been a really
And I can see how it is.
Yeah. AFI's #1 movie? Davey Havok has good taste in movies.
This movie, Orson Welles, I think, much like his character, was raised by an entity. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
All right, so
That was a big part of his character. Yeah.
okay, so Citizen Kane, made in 1941, directed by Orson Welles, starred in by Orson Welles, and written by Orson Welles. This guy did it all.
That's nuts, bro.
So this movie, I guess, is loosely based on a guy named William Hearst. Did you know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I've been to his house, Hearst
Really?
Castle in California.
Cool. I never heard of this dude.
It's like this big thing, like his family donated this huge property.
Yeah.
It's called like Hearst Castle or Hearst Mansion or something.
Dude.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah, the palace was made to look like
Yeah.
that house.
Oh yeah, Xanadu.
Yeah.
Oh, Xanadu was supposed to be Hearst. Oh, I wish I had known that.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
Maybe. Yeah,
I've literally
I would
been
watch
to
it
Hearst
again.
Castle. I didn't know.
That's
I didn't-
sick.
Yeah,
Cool.
well, on rewatch, I'll watch a little bit then.
So yeah, it's based on him.
Check out Hearst Castle. It's really cool.
I will. Yeah. That guy seems like the original.
Oh,
What's his name?
hey, Podclot, pull up a picture of Hearst Castle.
Pulling up producer.
Yeah, there we go.
Pull a Hearst Castle
Where
now.
is it?
It's in California. Where is Hearst Castle, producer?
Hearst Castle sits in San Simeon, California, up on the central coast between Los Angeles and San Francisco, in San Luis Obispo County.
Sick.
SLO.
I'm definitely checking that out.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like a great drive too. Right.
So this is a fictional biography about Charles Foster Kane, told through journalists. Like the stories, it's like told through journalism. These guys are trying to get the story about this guy Charles Kane, about the word Rosebud, which were his
Rosebud.
alleged last word.
And that was the whole mystery of the movie. What, like, in the show. Oh, let's go to the first scene. Let's go to the first scene, and there we go.
This was a great watch.
So this is the first scene of the movie, just so you guys get what we're talking about here. Oh, why is it so slow? You gotta have some patience, people. Yeah.
Yeah, give it a try. Especially like I was almost on the edge of giving up on like old American. I couldn't find a good old American movie, like a black and white
Yeah.
movie that I wanted to watch. Most of them are kind of boring. But
Yeah, because in my thing, like, standing on the shoulder of giants.
which one was that?
Yeah, well, no. It's just like the concept of like, things get better over time.
Yeah.
So therefore, things back in time were shittier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
But-
like,
I would say this one's even.
no, but this is timeless. That's why they say. Now I will say, like, these intro scenes, it's like very long, but like every shot means something here.
And it's nice looking. The cinematography is great. The camera is good. Like it looks modern. Some of the stuff obviously doesn't.
Yeah. Just like they meant to make it in black and white.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this is kind of boring. For the podcast, okay, here we go.
This is more like a live review. There we go.
Yeah.
Rosebud.
Yeah, like, what's the thing where they, like, talk shit about movies?
Yeah, as they're watching it.
Yeah. No, now I have to clean up that snow globe. Make it look like an accident.
Back when they wore sexist uniforms.
That was a sexist
nurse uniform.
Yeah, why does a skirt have to be so like,
Hot.
Yeah. Well, because he's rich. Rich
Yeah,
guys
but
would
they
have
all
a hot
wore those
nurse.
back
News on the march.
Alright, well, so that's the beginning of the movie. He
That's
drops
where
a
it all
snow
starts.
globe, says Rosebud. And
Yeah.
that's how Citizen Kane dies.
Yes.
And that's not even a spoiler. That was the first scene of the movie. Alright. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it just...
Are you good?
would be a good
Yeah,
point.
so that's where it starts. And then it goes to it goes to like some journalists talking about him, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
From
the
his
main
own
thing-
newspaper, because he ran a newspaper.
Yeah.
The journalist was from his paper, right? The Inquirer
were they?
or whatever.
Probably.
New York
I
Inquirer.
think he owned like 2 at the end of his life. And the real guy, I think he owned like 20. So there was like some like this movie was loosely based on Hearst.
Yeah.
Which actually like Hearst, when Hearst found out that this was about him, he actually owned all these newspapers, and he made it so they wouldn't review this movie in the newspapers. So this movie wasn't really a hit in the box office, and it was kind of like a Van Gogh thing where like it wasn't really.
Really?
Yeah, like Orson Wells like thought he like failed for a little while because the real guy like kind of screwed him over.
Oh.
Because he didn't want him like portraying him as.
Wait, how did he get him to not? How did he get? Oh, because in the newspapers he wrote that it was a bad movie or something.
Well, he wouldn't let his writers make a review about the movie, so he just like totally took the media from under him, from under Wells, and then I think he called him a communist too in the newspaper, so he's like trying to bash him.
Wow.
So yeah, it was like what's the guy who makes Tesla?
Elon.
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
It's like that. It's like someone made a movie about Elon Musk, and then Elon Musk just totally used all of his power to like mute him.
So on Twitter, he's like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is like that.
Damn, that's great.
So this movie,
billionaire's gonna billionaire.
Yeah, I think it's really relative to like stuff that's going on, like with Trump and.
Yeah, shit doesn't change, right? It just goes in cycles. But that's why this shit is timeless, because it's about like that kind of character. Oh, this is the scene that we love.
I don't know how to run a newspaper, Mr. Thatcher. I just try everything I can think of.
Charge, you know perfectly well. There's not the
You know what? Let me ask the thing. Hey, can you hide our cameras for this scene until we tell you to pull it back up? Let's hide our cameras, all right?
Proof that this armada's off the Jersey
Hello,
coast.
Mr. Bernstein.
Excuse me, Mr.
Can you
Kane.
prove it isn't?
This just
Mr.
came
Bernstein, I'd like you to meet Mr. Thatcher.
How do you do, Mr. Thatcher?
Leland,
Hello.
Mr. Thatcher, my ex-guardian.
From
We have
Cuba.
no secrets from our readers, Mr. Bernstein. Mr. Thatcher is one of our most devoted readers. He knows what's wrong with every copy of the Inquirer since I took over. Read the cable.
Girls delightful in Cuba, stop.
Could send you prose poems about scenery, but don't feel right spending your money. Stop. There is no war in Cuba. Signed, Wheeler. Any answer?
Yes, dear Wheeler, you provide the prose poems. I'll provide the war.
That's fine, Mr. Kane.
Yes, I rather like myself. Send it right away.
I came to see you about
Yes,
this campaign of
Thatcher.
yours. This Inquirer campaign against the Public Transit Company.
Mr. Thatcher, do you know anything we could use against them?
Still the college boy, aren't you?
Oh, no, Mr. Thatcher, I was expelled.
That's my
from college,
sense
a
of
lot
magic.
colleges, you remember. I remember.
Charles, I think I should remind you of a fact that you seem to have forgotten.
Yes.
That you are yourself one of the largest individual stockholders.
So we don't
in the
want to get
Public
this
Transit
like
Company.
copyrights. We gotta put background music.
As Charles Foster Kane, who owns 82,364 shares of public transit preferred, you see, I do have a general idea of my holdings. I sympathize with you. Charles Foster Kane is a scoundrel. His paper should be run out of town. A committee should be formed to boycott him. You may, if you can form such a committee, put me down for a contribution of $1,000.
My time.
On the other hand, I am the publisher of the Inquirer. As such, it's my duty, and I'll let you know the secret. It's also my pleasure. See to it that decent, hard-working people in this community aren't robbed blind by a pack of money-mad pirates just because
Money mad
they have anybody to
pirates.
look after their interests. I'll let you in on another little secret, Mr. Thatcher. I think I'm the man to do it, you see. I have money and property. If I don't look after the interests of the underprivileged, maybe somebody else will. Maybe somebody without any money or property.
Yes, yes,
And that
yes.
would
Money
be
and
too
property.
bad.
Well, I happened to see your financial statement today, Charles.
Did you?
Now, tell me honestly, my boy, don't you think it's rather unwise to continue this philanthropic
It's a
enterprise?
pretty baller line.
This Inquirer that's costing you $1 million a year?
You're right, Mr. Thatcher. I did lose $1 million last year. I expect to lose $1 million this year. I expect to lose $1 million next year. You know, Mr. Thatcher, at the rate of $1 million a year, I'll have to close this place in 60 years.
Yeah, that's a good
Got
ending. That shows his charm, and he's just a savvy business dude.
Yeah. He's like a cool billionaire.
So let's get through the story of the whole thing, and then we'll review like the middle.
Yeah.
Or you want to do it chunk by chunk?
No, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this guy in the beginning, they show him how he became this millionaire. So he was taken from his mother.
Yeah, he's like
beginning.
8.
Yeah.
8 years old.
And his mom, a couple years before that, she was new money. They were poor.
They were from Colorado.
Yeah. And then they had like an old mine on their land.
Oh, is that how they got rich?
Yeah.
Oh,
And they thought it was nothing, but sure enough, like they hit it rich.
Nice.
And people came to like give them money. So they were rich. And then this guy Thatcher, who ends up raising Kane, comes in, and for some reason, so his dad was abusive or something, and so the mom wanted to give him better life, and so she sent
Wait,
him.
I thought the dad. I didn't think the dad was abusive. I just think he wanted to raise his kid.
Thatcher did.
I think the dad. There was no sign that the dad was abusive.
Yeah,
the kid loved the dad.
The mom alluded to, you won't have to be beaten or something by the dad. There was like a hint of this. The dad,
but that's just discipline. Yeah. Oh, so you're not gonna have to be disciplined.
Yeah,
That's how they disciplined back then.
Yeah.
But like the dad, I think was maybe the only person who really cared for the kid, because
Really?
the dad was like, I want to raise my own son.
Yeah.
But then they were like, well, we'll give you $1,000 a year. He's like, all right.
Yeah. We'll give you a couple shekels for the boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was $50,000 a year, which was a lot back then.
Yeah, oh yeah, $50,000 a year.
Still a lot. So yeah, they got $50,000 a year
to not raise a kid.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good.
And so the thing about it was Charles Kane couldn't touch the money. His like all the money that he had from the family until he was 25. So he was 8, and then Thatcher was gonna raise him, and then once he turns 25, then he can get this inheritance.
Yes. So yeah, that was his childhood, and then I don't have the scene queued up where he drops his trusty sled.
Oh yeah.
You know what? But not only does he drop the sled, like when she's like, "You're gonna live with this guy now."
Yeah, the guy Thatcher.
He pushes the sled against him. He knocks the guy over with the sled.
Yeah, the guy was his new parental figure was trying to make nice with them, and
and here's a coincidence.
Let me shake your hand, boy.
Yeah, let me shake it. He's like, "Gah!" And he knocked the grown man to the ground
with a sled.
Yeah, but what a coincidence. The name of the sled was Rosebud.
Yeah.
And that was the last thing he said.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a coincidence.
I think that was the point of the whole. That's like the biggest spoiler alert of the movie.
That the name of the sled was Rosebud. Because they didn't show it till the end, right? Or did they show it in the beginning?
Because they were trying to find out what Rosebud was.
Yeah, and then they just throw the sled in the fire at the end, and you're like, that says Rosebud.
That's the meaning of Rosebud, right? That's why he said it.
That it's a sled?
Rosebud. Because that's it had like weight to him. That was like a significant thing to him.
So Rosebud was a direct reference to the sled.
That's what I thought. Rosebud, like this is the last moment I had with my parents, and it was me sticking it to.
Right. It was the thing I used to literally push away this highfalutin society life.
Yeah. That's what I took from it.
Yeah.
What did you think Rosebud was? Or like, what did you?
Well,
why do you think he said it?
The sled said Rosebud.
Yeah, but why do you think Kane's last word was Rosebud?
So going with the sled theme, it was probably it represented his childhood or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, but it represented his lost childhood.
Yeah.
Because in that moment,
his lost life.
His lost life, what his life could have been.
Yeah.
Because in that moment, he abandoned everything he had, which was that sled,
Yeah.
that he loved playing with. But why didn't he just buy a sled when he was rich? You could still use, you know what I mean? Like, you
Here's
still go sledding.
the significance of the sled his mom probably bought him.
Because he did buy that sled eventually. He bought his old sled back.
Oh, he bought it back?
Because it was in his house with all his other collectibles.
Yeah, that was when he was with his, another spoiler alert, he gets a side chick. Remember?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna go open all this stuff that was from my old life.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think that's when he found his
So
sled.
that's when he got the sled. All right. Okay. Well, so yeah, I think that kind of explains that. Should we do trivia?
Yeah.
All right.
Boom, boom, boom.
What do you think, Paul Claude? Is it time for trivia, or did we miss a key
All right,
plot
Keith.
point?
All right, Joe.
Oh.
Welcome to Citizen Kane Trivia. Let's see if that film
We did
school
miss
pedigree
some key
actually
points.
pays off tonight. Question 1. The
We can get to
warm-up.
it later.
What is the name of the sled scene in the famous opening and closing of the film?
What? The sled? The Rosebud. That's the name of this. What was the name?
I didn't hear it.
Repeat the question, please. Pod Claude, repeat the question. Come on.
What do we pay you for?
Seriously. Okay, we're literally live right now. You're embarrassing us. All right, let me
What does it say on there? Producer?
Podclaw. It's the producer where
Correct.
I'm like, hey, pull up a picture.
The
of
sled
this
is
thing.
called Rosebud, the dying word that kicks off the whole mystery of the movie. Question 2. What is Charles Foster Kane's profession? The empire he builds his fortune and influence on.
Journalist.
Newspaper owner.
Oh yeah, newspaper tycoon. Oh, I can't change it now. All right. Well, what's the answer? Come on.
Kane is a newspaper publisher, building his empire around the New York Inquirer.
Publisher.
Question 3. What is the name of the reporter tasked with investigating the meaning of Kane's last word, Rosebud?
Oh my god.
What's he tasked with?
No, the name of the reporter. That's stupid. Get it? That's who knows that? Bob.
Real fans.
The report? Who cares? Okay, what's the name? We give up. I guess the question is supposed to get progressively harder.
The reporter is Jerry Thompson, and he's the one interviewing everyone in Kane's
I knew
life
that.
trying to crack that Rosebud
Just kidding.
mystery. Question 4, getting tougher. Name the actress who plays Susan Alexander, Kane's second wife whose disastrous opera
Ooh, I
career
gotta
he tries
guess.
to force into stardom.
You know?
Dorothy Comagore. Maybe that was his first wife.
Well, what's the answer? You heard, Joe. Dorothy Commodore.
That's Dorothy Comingore playing Susan Alexander. The
Oh!
doomed opera career Kane bankrolls out of pure ego.
Holy shit!
yeah.
Final question, expert deep cut. What is the name of Kane's massive, unfinished Pleasure Palace estate, the Hearst Castle stand-in we were just talking about?
Xanadu!
Xanadu.
I can't believe that was the hardest question. Xanadu. Well, everyone remembers Xanadu. Xanadu with an X. Come on. Spell it right. You're Xanadu with an X. All right. We're not the ones typing these captions down below. It's just. Oh wait. Dang it. You know what? Let's go. There we go. Xanadu's. Oh, it says Xanadu with an X. Xanadu's landlord. All right. Well, what's the answer?
That's Xanadu, Kane's sprawling, never-finished Florida estate
Oh, yeah.
modeled straight off Hearst Castle. Rough
Nice.
scorecard tonight, boys. A couple clean hits, a couple giveaways. Call it a solid C+ for a first attempt at Citizen Kane trivia. Not bad
We
for a
only
room that
missed
just
one.
discovered Orson Wells existed an hour ago.
So I think that getting down to like some deeper metaphors I felt watching the movie, I think Kane represented the Illuminati at one point. Because what other, like, this is when industrial money was coming into America, and this distant foreign hand comes in, Thatcher, and his country parents just give him away to this entity pretty much. So he's raised by money. He's raised by the system. So I was thinking that he was like a representation of just the cold future of money. And he was a powerhouse.
Yeah.
No one really was on his level. And then he did these things. Like, I feel like it alludes to a lot of history too. Like Benjamin Franklin, he ran most of the newspapers back in the
Really?
Yeah. So he was like the original
Newspaper tycoon?
yeah. And yeah, that guy was ahead of his time.
Whoa. I got a Benjamin Franklin biography I still got to read.
Oh, dude, I read that.
You
I don't know
did?
if it was that same
The
one.
Walter Isaacson one?
Well, it was his autobiography.
Yeah, I started that audio. It's kind of hard for me to read those like old timey. I also tried to read the
I'm a horrible reader, but that one was like
Ben Franklin.
Yeah,
I'll
it was
give it a
pretty
second
easy.
shot. Yeah, because that's
I
what
read like a
hear is-
book a decade. That was one of them.
Wow. Yeah, the autobiography I is supposed to be amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, I gotta give it another shot for sure.
But for like modern times too, like we were saying, like I think it kind of could go along with like Trump. It could go along with just any one of these billionaires. But I think to the core, it kind of represents like human nature. Like this guy in the beginning, when he first gets the newspaper, he's like, I'm going to make the truth. I'm going to like change the game
Yeah.
and I'm going to give the people the truth. So he started off kind of like wholeheartedly trying to change society for the better. And slowly but surely, you can see his demise.
Yeah, he got corrupted.
Yeah.
As soon as it threatened his like comfort,
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh fuck that."
Yeah. And then he almost went all the way. So he was starting like Benjamin Franklin. He didn't have to buy these newspapers. He was going to be rich his whole life.
Yeah.
Just like Trump would have been rich his whole life, but he chose to go for something he didn't need to do, but he just did. But
well, he didn't need to. Trump has been famous for like 50 years.
yeah. But he didn't have to be president. He did it for whatever reason he did. Just like Kane,
Stay out of prison.
He was stacked. Like this guy had money, but he chose to get these newspapers just because his heart told him to. And he was gonna go into politics. Like
Yeah.
I think they showed like a clip of like Hitler with him or something.
Yeah.
Like this guy was mingling with today's or then who's who.
Yeah.
And he was getting it, tapping into politics himself. That was like, I think that was like the climax of the movie, where he was about to like change the world.
That was the first L he took in the movie.
Yeah.
Was besides the sled.
Yeah.
Was the
that was the turning point.
Yeah, losing in the politics thing, because the people are so stupid.
The people?
The voters.
I don't think it had anything to do with the voters.
Well, they like, oh, he's having an affair, so we're not gonna vote for him now.
Oh yeah. You're right.
That's classic voters.
That's just like Trump with the grabbing pussy thing. Maybe people. So yeah,
That didn't change anything.
nah. I mean, the second term maybe. I don't know. But Kane was he started with the newspaper. He changed New York City. then he was gonna be a politician and he was gonna change the country and he was gonna like blow up.
Yeah.
But because of his man nature,
Yeah.
he had a side piece and
And also refused to take like the smaller L on that side piece. He was like, "No,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the woman I love. I made the right decision. I'm gonna buy an opera house just so she can
Yeah.
sing in it."
yeah,
And
because of
honestly,
whatever reason.
I didn't know she wasn't a good opera singer.
Yeah, she sounded okay to me.
Yeah,
Sounded like any other.
exactly. Yeah, it sounded like any other.
But
so-
again, like you said, it's the people because they went. So yeah, he chose this side. That was the part of where everything came crashing down. Kind of. It never really crashed financially, but that's when he started getting like the newspaper wasn't decent to society anymore after that.
and he stopped really like. He was just trying to be all reclusive and shit after that point.
Yeah.
He like stopped really caring about the newspaper. I feel like because when he was like in Xanadu and shit, he wasn't doing any newspaper shit then.
No.
So like at that point, he was totally checked out.
But so when he was doing the political thing, he was killing it. He was like, I
Yeah,
think they
everyone
tried to
loved
make
him.
it look like Nazi occupied Germany when like Hitler was doing speeches and stuff.
But I don't think he would have been a Hitler.
No, I'm not saying that. But like the way he was like really getting to the people watching him.
Yeah, people loved him.
Yeah, they loved him and he was
Iconoclast.
yeah, he was a really good politician. And so that night he did this speech and then he went where'd he go? He went to his wife and his wife has been told by somebody that something's going on. They need to follow him. They go to the side piece's house with the wife and his opponent in the politics. He's blackmailing him. So he knows he has a side piece. He's like, this is how I'm gonna get Kane out of the race.
Yeah.
And so like you said, he chooses the side piece over his wife,
Yeah.
and that's where things go wrong.
Things, went downhill from there.
Because he couldn't keep it in his pants.
Well, she was like, he was all wet when he met her.
Yeah.
Like, he was all covered in dirt, and she didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I think that's why he liked her.
Because his first wife was kind of like a political marriage.
Yeah, wait, how did he meet his first wife?
When
Oh,
he
yeah.
went to Italy.
Yeah, it was that senator's daughter, or his cousin or something.
Yeah, I think the
Niece.
president's niece.
President's niece, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he was like trashing the president, and she was all. I like that scene too. That dinner scene where it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
You see the relationship deteriorating
Yeah.
over the dinner table.
Yeah.
That was
'Cause
a
they
really
started
cool
off-
scene.
Their marriage seemed kind of good.
It
but
seemed
then-
good at first, right?
Yeah.
It's like playful banter and all that shit.
Then he started trashing her uncle, the president.
Yeah.
She wasn't fond of that.
And then it's just because you see
Which
the
is not
newspaper
neutral.
headline.
Like, she shouldn't have. That's his newspaper. If he wants to say something wrong about him, that'd be wrong if he didn't.
Of course.
So he was still keeping it real back then.
And then he was even keeping it real when he panned his second wife in the newspaper. He's like, she's the worst opera singer ever. Because
Yeah.
the drunk guy, that's what he was going to write.
His one and only friend in the movie was trashing her
Yeah.
because he's writing an article. So yeah, his side piece, second marriage, was an opera singer. He built her an opera house,
Yeah.
and because he loves her, and
Well, nah. He
No?
didn't really love her. He loved the idea of dating an opera singer. Because
think-
she didn't want to be an opera singer anymore. She was like, I hate this. I'm going to try to kill myself with pills.
I thought
And he
she
was like, you
couldn't-
got to keep singing an opera.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
but he also went to when they first met. He really did like that she.
when they
didn't
first
know-
met, he really liked. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. And this is how life works too, right?
Yeah.
Like when you first get into something, when you first meet someone, when you first get into a new passion or whatever,
Yeah.
you like you really approach it with like earnestness and a real love and all that.
Yeah.
But then over time, that kind of a lot of the times that deteriorate. You know what I mean?
That's a great
And that's
human nature point. Yeah.
It is, and that's what happened with him with the newspaper, with his relationships.
But for him, it was kind of different because the whole world knew him. It was like he was a celebrity meeting someone. He's like, "Wait, you don't know who I am? You don't know my name?" And he's like, "Are you serious?" And then
that's why he loved her, and that's what she even said at the end when she was leaving him. When he was like, "You can't do this to me," and she goes, "Oh yeah." So it's what I'm doing to you, or it's all about what's happening to you.
Yeah.
Just something like that. Something that a woman would say in that kind of scenario.
Yeah. Which they're probably right.
Yeah.
Being selfish.
No, she was 100% right.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said that during a breakup. How could you do this? I don't think I've ever said that.
How could you do this to me?
You can't do this to me. I've never said that.
I may have. I may have not.
You can't do this to me.
Can't do this to us.
You can't do this to us? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I've ever...
Always make it about yourself during breakups. That's what the main theme is. Disregard their emotions.
I'm really good at breaking up. I feel like I haven't really had any bad breakups. Well, not really.
Yeah?
I think so.
I have once, and I'm still with that person.
Nice.
For the other times, I just like, boop, walk away.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's how you know, right? Like it comes back, and
yeah,
that's how you know that's the one or whatever. But you know, I don't know if Kane got that in his. So we covered it. Now where are we? We're at after.
Oh, I wanted to make another point about the movie making itself, like the production.
Yeah.
And some of the. I wanted to mention how this was the original Wolf of Wall Street. So Wolf of Wall Street happened, and then another movie I mentioned to you maybe a week ago, but like all these financial movies started popping up.
Yeah.
And there's a scene when he takes over the newspaper and he's hitting it big. Like he gets everybody's on his side who works for him, and he's doing good. Like this is success. And they're having a big dinner with all the employees.
Pulling
These
up
guys
Wolf
are rich.
of Wall
It's
Street
kind of like
and
stock
other financial
market
movies
dudes
now.
in Wolf of Wall Street. Anyway, there's a marching band that comes through, which is a direct scene out of Wolf of Wall Street. I don't know if you remember. There's they're hitting it big in the stock market era of the 90s.
Yeah.
And
No,
Leonardo DiCaprio leads a marching band through the thing, and it's like one of the parts is just, oh my god, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
Directly from this movie.
Whoa.
So Scorsese probably got some inspiration out of there. But yeah, this movie, I think, inspired a lot of modern films.
Wait, so what was the scene in this movie where there's a marching band?
They're having a dinner after Kane's pretty successful in the early days of the newspaper.
Right.
And it's just like,
oh yeah,
flexing.
and he's doing dancing and stuff.
Yeah. It's how Wolf of Wall Street, they're doing all these drugs, and it's like a celebratory craziness. It's like the same thing. Like these guys are rich as hell. They're successful. It's in the 20s.
That was probably a Citizen Kane nod, because Martin Scorsese was talking about Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And maybe we could pull that up.
See what he says?
Yeah, you wanna?
Yes, check it out.
The first time I saw Citizen Kane was on Channel 9 in New York. I think I was 15 years old. Citizen Kane was on television. It had been shown on $1 Million Movie, television. Which was a movie they would show a series.
I love this scene. The scene where he's like destroying the apartment after the breakup.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard in the theater.
Really?
Because it just keeps going. It's so funny. I was the only person laughing because it just keeps going, and it looked like such a fun scene in the film.
And in New York, they would show it, a feature film, one a week, the same film twice a night.
This is old Kane.
And 3 times on the weekend. 4 times on the weekend.
Feel
When
like
I
he's
first
got
saw
to
it
be
on Channel
done, but
9,
then he just keeps.
Dang.
But I didn't know.
I think.
It didn't
Can you
matter.
rewind?
It's like
it?
the
He just
Eric
said
Andre
he
show.
watched- He just said he watched it like 4 times a week.
Who did?
Scorsese.
Oh my god!
Is that what he said?
Let's go back.
Film, one a week, the same film twice a night. They would
What?
tell a movie, which was a movie they would show, a series on Channel 9 in New York. They would show it, a feature film, one a week, the same film twice a night, and 3 times on the weekend, or 4 times on the weekend. When I first saw it on Channel 9, it was edited, but I didn't know. It didn't matter. It didn't matter because it was so arresting. It was so shocking, and it was at the age when I was beginning to associate certain names with films that I liked. What Citizen Kane really did for me was to show what that name on the film did. In other words, Wells was the one, through Citizen Kane, to make me understand what a director did in a film, where he placed the camera. I really, of course, fell in love with that wide-angle lens, too, in movement, constantly in movement. That was fascinating to me. When I really discovered what a director
he
does,
do that.
and that is,
Yep.
I saw Citizen Kane on television for the first time. And I began to become aware of editing and camera positions. And what I guess happened there, of course, is that what he did, Wells, was literally, he was not afraid
Camera
of being
position that
self-conscious with the
important?
camera
Let me try to.
and making self-referential remarks with the camera and literally letting the audience understand, yes, the camera is looking through the floor up into the ceiling.
For yours?
Wells did this.
Or for
And
Scorsese?
he did it with such conviction and with such
Scorsese
brilliance
talk about
that you began to
camera
realize, I see
position.
the
Like,
camera moves.
my
And I
camera,
began
like,
noticing
the-
camera
it's
movement
not
because he
even
used
good
that
position.
wide-angle lens a great deal.
We gotta do
And if you
low
use a wider
angles.
angle lens and you move quick enough, you see the
Orson
walls
Welles.
speeding past
so
you,
it's like-
you know?
Well, no, that doesn't work.
And this is what I think Wells brought to cinema, to American cinema particularly, because up to that time, it was the seamless film, in a way. The hidden camera, the camera that
See,
you
that
couldn't
scene.
tell was there.
That's the
So
marching band
Wells
scene.
was the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
to really open up the Pandora's box of cameras flying up in the air. In a funny way, I guess, picking up where silent films left
Political
off.
scene.
The other thing, of course, I noticed with long takes, he did it. Well, of course, he shares the title card with Greg Tolan, director of photography and directed by, are on the same card. He did it.
Gotta look
using,
into Orson
deep
Welles.
focus lenses,
Is this
where
guy
everything seemed to be in
What?
focus, from the foreground
Orson
all the way back
Welles,
to the background.
director,
I found that to be
director.
fascinating
Yeah.
too, and
He,
constantly trying to compose. I
yeah, he
find
just made this
my own mind trying to
unbelievable
compose
movie
shots
out
like
of
that. And
nowhere.
of course,
I know.
wrap those lenses
25.
with lighting, it's very
25?
difficult.
Like, I mean-
The energy of the film editing, the performances, all of this had a
Wrote it,
certain
directed,
mark
and
and
starred.
stamp that was unmistakable. I was amazed by the shifting
You know the
camera
movie The
angles,
Room?
by the use
Yeah.
of I know
Like
it's deep
he's
focal
like
length
that
lens. I
guy,
didn't
but
understand at the
his
time.
movie
It
was
just
successful.
everything in focus. By Wells's,
That guy with talent.
by his acting,
Yeah.
and by the use of the soundtrack with overlapping dialogue with Joseph Cotton and him.
You know
And
that
I just-
guy
I
thought he
just,
was
loved
making
it.
the
I
next
just fell
Citizen
madly
Kane.
in love with it.
Like
And
literally?
I found
The
every,
Room guy.
every
Yeah.
aspect of it to
He
be
was
That guy
trying to
probably
make-
thought he was
maybe
making
because
yeah, he
maybe
thought he was
because
making a
Kane
masterpiece.
is full of so many technical tricks. Maybe because of that, I became aware at the age of 14 or 15 of a vision behind the camera. And then I finally got to see it in the
Yeah, it
theater.
was
the
a pretty
Thalian Theater in New
singular
York. Seeing for the first time the scenes that I hadn't seen on television, particularly the March of Time sequence. And when it came up was quite shocking, and how the March of Time sequence developed in the film. And I hadn't seen it before ever. And it was really, really extraordinary. It affected my early films. I made a film called It's Not Just You Murray at New York University. All the techniques used in It's Not Just You Murray kind of found their way again in Goodfellas, which all comes from the spirit of the March of Time sequence, the sense of just breaking the rules and stopping the movie and throwing a documentary in the middle and giving you all that exposition and couching it in terms of the excuse of it being a documentary that you see in the newsreel and in the movie theater. I really enjoyed the montage of the film a great deal. For example, in that opera scene, begins with her leg going across the frame, I think, and the camera is on the stage looking out to the
It's
audience.
cool hearing
The light bulb
directors
dying
talk
out.
about
And
movies.
the,
Maybe they
opera
haven't
singer's
watched like
voice
20
fading away,
years.
and
Like
it's
they
really a
watched
suicide
it
attempt.
yesterday.
And
Yeah.
I think that's so
Like
wonderful.
that
How
scene
time is
when
compressed.
her
Because
leg
they remember,
crushed.
yeah, exactly.
I also like the scene in Mr. Bernstein's office
detailed.
when he talks about
Yeah,
seeing the
Quentin
young girl
Tarantino
on the
talking
boat
about There Will Be Blood
once in his life, and
really made me watch
there
that movie.
hasn't a
with
day
no,
gone by
like,
that
eyes.
I haven't thought about that
Alright.
young girl. And I also like the line
Oh,
of
we should do a
dialogue
There Will Be Blood
which
episode.
Bernstein
Maybe.
says, "Listen, there's no
sometime.
trick to
Yeah, hell yeah.
making a lot of
That's my
money. If all you
favorite
want to
film.
do is make a lot of money." It makes a lot of sense. You know, Kane
was
is
the
a very
Coen
important
brother?
picture for the
No, that's Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh,
There Will Be Blood with Daniel Day-Lewis.
yeah.
There's got to be an anniversary of it coming up, so hopefully you can see that in theaters. if they show it in theaters recently.
Oh, how was watching this in the movie theater?
Oh, it was epic. I'm so glad I watched it in the theater because I really pay attention. In the theater, there's no distractions.
Yeah.
And it's a big screen. I like it.
Were there a lot of people?
Yeah, I was sitting next to an old guy that smelled bad.
That probably gives it some like scenery.
Authenticity. Yeah, like you probably saw when it first came out.
He probably smelled like some of these guys.
Yeah, it's like his breath smelled bad. Everything about him smelled bad. He was trying to joke with me. I had a big thing of popcorn because I got a popcorn pass at the AMC theater.
Hell yeah!
So it's like I pay half price for popcorn. So
you usually, when I go with you, you dump the popcorn in a box.
Oh, in a sharing tray. Then I get a refill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the move.
System.
Yeah, so I get like $5 pop for the large tub of pop. So I just have a large tub, so I'm never wanting for popcorn during a movie.
Yeah.
And then so he comes in, he goes, "Oh, is it? Are you sharing that?" Some type of dumb old guy joke. I'm like, grab a sharing tray. I'll share it.
So you gave him some?
No. But then I moved it away, and he was like, "Oh, you moving it away? You really don't." And his old wife was laughing. So okay, this old guy is roasting a guy.
You let him live because his wife was watching.
Yeah, I hit it on his wife later, but no, she goes. His wife was asking. Oh, his wife was like, "I thought they said no previews on the ticket." Because if you at the AMC theater, something else to say, movie will start exactly on time for certain Fathom event movies, some of the older movies. Yeah. But most movies on the ticket, it'll say movie will start 25 to 30 minutes after ticket time. But this one it said it'll start right at showtime. So she's like, I thought they said no previews. And then I look at my watch, it's still 10 minutes before the actual start time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, it's there's still 10 minutes till the actual start time. And then no response.
She didn't respond?
No, neither of them responded. After you're going to joke around with me about the fucking popcorn thing, then you don't even respond to when I'm giving you information about
They probably didn't put their hearing aids in yet on purpose.
Maybe
they probably talk shit about people.
Oh, but then she heard when her jackass husband was making a joke at my expense.
Man.
She heard that, so she was all laughing.
I hate people like that.
It's kind of beautiful, I guess. They've probably been together for 50 years or whatever.
Or maybe that's his side piece and he's bringing her to the movie, leaving his wife at home.
Maybe that's his Catherine, or what was her name?
The actress's name was
Alexander or something.
Dorothy Cormagor.
Dorothy Cormagor.
She was cool in the beginning. The side piece.
Yeah.
But then she turned out to be
I was rooting for the side piece in the beginning.
Yeah. She was authentic. And that's what he needed at the time.
Devolved into alcohol and shit. Yeah. All right. What else? Should we call it?
Yeah.
We'll see how long this episode.
It was a really good watch. I would give it. I would say it probably is one of the best American movies I've ever seen.
I think it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be out there at the very
that. Like you said, There Will Be Blood, No Country for Old Men,
Jackass Number Two,
Big Lebowski for me. It's definitely a banger. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're almost on the brink of giving up on old cinema, I was. This was perfectly timed.
Yep.
Where I will continue to try finding something similar.
Very relevant. We give it. What is it? What was our rating system? We can't do 2 thumbs up.
I think it was out of 10 or something.
Yeah, maybe it's out of 10. So, Yours was out of 10. Mine was on an A through F scale.
A through F?
Like a school grading system. You're going from 1 through 10. I'm going A through F.
Okay.
So you go first.
I would give it a solid 9.5.
I'd say A. So 9.5 A.
Hell yeah.
Put that up on the screen. 9.5 A.
Put it up, my selector. Like that.
9.5 A. That's a rating. Is 9.5 A. They know we're doing a rating debate, so put it up there. Come on.
And we're gonna try to do a mix of old movies, whatever movies. If you want to comment a movie for us to review, but we're also gonna start doing premiere movies. We're gonna try to be the first people to review movies coming out.
I think the next episode is Backrooms. What do you think? You still want to do the Backrooms episode? Or?
I'm down to do Backrooms.
Okay, so I think the next episode is going to be Backrooms.
Backrooms.
Yeah, all right. So we'll see you next time. Spoiler alert.
Thanks, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we're still live.